Hi, I'm Holley Arthur Manwaring, and you should know who I am. If you don't, look it up. I was born in Groveland in 1914. If you don't know where Groveland is, that's fine, no one does. It's by Blackfoot, just so you know. That's me, as a little baby, that's me right there. Aren't I cute? That's my sister Marie up there. Look at the ears on that kid, look at those ears. Just so you know, he never does grow into them. He never does. Marie, go away. Or I'm going to throw another bucket of milk on you. When I milked the cow, I did that once. She was making me mad. So go away. That's me and my sister Marie. And we lived on a farm. There's some of my brothers and sisters. And see that little baby driving the little car? That's one of my brothers. I'm driving the car. Vroom, 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 vroom. I like that. We lived on a farm. My dad, Arthur, told me once, if you can milk one cow in the time it takes me to milk two, I'll give you a medal. And I got pretty fast at milking those cows, but my dad never got the medal made. So anyway, he told me I could have a medal, and so I think I have one, because I got pretty good at it. When I was about 6, my little sister Wanda was walking out in the yard, because we had a farm, so we had a barnyard, and she had her hair all curled up, all curled in nice little curls. They were cute. And there were some geese, and they saw her hair, and they came and tried to eat it because they thought it was little worms, and they were eating her hair. And she's like, oh, go get the geese off me. Oh, get the geese off. Run, run, run. We all had to run save Wanda because they were trying to eat her hair. They thought it was, I don't know what they were thinking. Anyway, her hair was all curled and the geese liked it. Okay, well, whatever. Lots of things happen on a farm with animals. Never a dull moment. There was another time my brother, Basil, my little brother, we were going to kill some pigs. And usually how you kill a pig is you'd give it some stuff to eat. And when it starts eating, you hit it really hard on the head. And then you get a knife and you cut it open, you kill a pig just really quick like that. And so Basil was up there watching us, my dad and everybody killing the pigs. And as soon as he saw the blood, he went, Foom. Like, oh, Basil, you okay? Basil, are you okay? Oh, he fainted. He's all right. He just fainted. He saw the blood and he fainted dead away. He'll be all right. That's okay. Just lay there. It's all right. Yeah, Manwarings, they don't really like blood, just so you know. Just, not really. It's kind of gross. Anyway, we loved haying time with our dad. And the horses that he had, our dad, we would go out and there's us working. There's my sister Marie again, and there's me. I'm on top of those horses. Yeah, I look cool, huh? We would help with the haying. And here's another one of, there's my dad and Marie again, and this is my little brother Rondo and Ted the dog. He's holding Ted's tail, and I'm up here on the wagon. That's me right there. We like to help Dad with the farm work and get it all. And we kept the cows. When we put the cows out to pasture, we would put them along the canal. And then we would kind of, there's kind of a low place at the end of the canal, and it would fill up with water. And so we would go swimming in it. Look at that swimming pool. It had some like frogs living in it, little pollywogs. That's okay. We had kind of a diving board right there, sort of. Anyway, and all the kids in the neighborhood, we would just go swimming in that swimming pool. That's kind of nice, huh? Just right there in our field. Works out pretty well. My mom, that's my mom, she used to make butter from the milk we got with the cows. She would make butter for bread, boy. And then she had her own wrappers to wrap the butter in. See, it says Mrs. Arthur Manwaring. That's my mom. Her name's Tressa, but anyway, that's what the name is on there. And then she would sell it to the store, and the store would sell her butter for her. That's kind of neat, huh? That's her butter wrapper. Well, a little later on, we moved from Groveland just into Blackfoot, and that's our house. And there was a hole burned right through the middle of the house, up through the roof, because the last owner had burned a hole right through the roof. And so we got the house a pretty good deal, and we fixed it up. There was a lot of cleaning out to do, but we fixed it up. That house is still here. Oops. You can go see it in Blackfoot. That's the same house. It's still there. That's our house. That's where we lived. And while we lived in Blackfoot, I could go to school. It's a lot easier to go to school. And we and my friends and I had a little Indian boy who was a friend too. He was one of my friends. And we would play marbles. And you just need a kind of a spot in the dirt. Just clear some spot in the dirt. And these are supposed to be marbles. Okay. And then you would roll and try to hit somebody else's marbles, and that's what we would do. And I was supposed to come home during lunch at school and do some chores, but I sometimes forgot, and my father had to come and remind me, time to go home and do your chores and not play marbles your whole lunch. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll hurry. But I was pretty good at marbles, just so you know. There were a couple of things that when I was younger once, I was playing out in our shop on the farm, and I was hitting a piece of metal really hard because I wanted to be like my dad and pretend I was, fixing the plow and stuff like that. And I was hitting a piece of metal in our shop, and I was about 2 years old, and all of a sudden, some of the metal I was hitting flew out and hit me. Oh, and I was bleeding. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. And I ran inside, and there was nobody else at home, but my mom was home. And she saw me bleeding, and oh my goodness, she had to grab me with one arm and wrap around and put her hand on the hole so my blood wouldn't come out. It was spurting blood everywhere. And she had to hold me like that and run over to their phone. That's our phone. And what you have to do is you crank it, crank to that little thing on the side. You pick this up and you say, operator. And you can't call an ambulance. There's no ambulances. And so she had to call the doctor while she was holding me. And fortunately, we were able to get the doctor. Oh, thank goodness. And he came out and he saved my life, because that was a kind of big hole from the blood coming out. But thankfully, my mom saved my life that day, and the doctor. And there was another time I was a little older. We got a lot of snow. Look at that snow. Gets so deep you can almost touch the power lines, which you don't want to do. So when you're walking around, just be careful. But I was walking with one of my friends, another boy, and I fell through the ice into the river. Oh, and I thought I was going to drown. And the water was so cold. It was so cold. And my friend was scared and didn't want to get me out because he might drown. And he ran away, and I had to get out all by myself and come home. And I made it home, so I had to walk home. So cold. But I made it home. And there's some things that just happen in life sometimes that make you think, there's a purpose for me to be here, because I'm still here. There's a purpose for me to be here. That was some of those times for me, just so you know.